Today I'm making one of your all-time favorite quilts. It's quick if you do it the way I do it, and the one block that can give you dozens of different quilt patterns. It's a lot of fun too, let me show you. First, let's pick our fabrics. I want big contrasts today, and just look at this dramatic teal. Perfect. Okay, let's cut some 2-inch strips. Now, you can make these in any size you want. I don't really like to work with smaller blocks because I'm a wonky quilter and just can't do it. We need 4 strips, one of each to side out, and we will take it from there. I don't usually mix my solids with my pattern fabrics unless it's for sashing, but I do think this is going to be gorgeous if it's anything like the one I'm picturing in my head. I think 2 inches is a perfect size for what we're making today, which is a hidden wells quilt. Now, this is not like the oldest quilt block out there, but it is pretty old school. And to me, it is a pretty special quilt block too, because it changed everything way back when. So many of you discovered this channel with that video, so yeah. It's also so much fun to make because all you do is take some strips, sew them together, and from there to the final result, you honestly would not say it is the same fabrics if you don't know how it's done. You know how much I love the quilt patterns that look super difficult, but they are in fact pretty easy to make, and this is the perfect example of that. Oh, and have I mentioned that this quilt block makes loads and loads and loads of different quilt patterns? Yeah, we are going to be having so much fun with this. All there's left to do is to trim these pretty blocks. And just like that, we're done. 4 strips turn into 2 blocks that then turn into 4 blocks. And how cute are these? Okay, let's make some more. We want an 8x8 quilt top, and by the time we're done, we will have 64 smaller elements. It is a very good thing we can make so many at once, so this quilt should be a breeze. Now, to be clear, we are working with squares here, so to know the size of our squares, we measured the width of all the strips sewn together. That's it. This size depends on your seam allowance, but also on the number of strips you sew together. I think the most strips I have seen on a hidden wells block were 7. Not sure if you just can keep going. I am using 4 today, but you can go as low as 3. I'm also using 2 equal blocks, but you can mix things up and use different fabrics for each block, and that will look really cool too. For me personally, this is quicker and simpler because you can take both blocks out of the same big strip, and I think it just looks more organized. A hidden wells quilt can get pretty chaotic real quickly depending on the fabrics you use and how you lay them out. Essentially, we are turning our strips into squares, and the only thing to watch out for is not forget to turn one block to the side, because if you sew the 2 together as they are, you will get a completely different block, of course. Actually, you'll just get more strips. So now we're just sewing all around our block, and then we are going to cut it diagonally, and that's it. With these kinds of patterns, I never really know what to consider one hidden wells quilt block. Is it these tiny pieces that we're making, or is it when we joined the 4 together in a pattern? So is it 64 blocks or just 16? What do you think? For now, I'm not joining the 4 blocks because, as usual, I want to play with them and make some variants. Now, the good thing about this pattern is you don't really need to keep your strips super straight or your seam allowance super perfect. Even when we cut our 6.5-inch squares before pairing them up, if they end up a bit wonky, it's all easy enough to remedy when you sew the 2 squares together. And even if you mess up the cutting of the 2 blocks into the 4 tinier blocks, we are trimming the whole thing into 4-inch blocks. So you do have a little bit of wiggle room, do not worry. And now it's time to trim. We want 4-inch final blocks. So I like to use my 45-degree line on my ruler for the middle diagonal seam for the first 2 cuts, and then for the last 2, I just measure 4 inches and go. Easy peasy. And before you know it, we are done. Okay, let's make as many variants as I have time for. If I forget any, let me know. We can play with the layout of the pieces for this one, but you can also play with the colors, like making only blue blocks and only red blocks. I don't think I have time for them all, but I meant what I said. This quilt block has so many variants. In fact, if you want to watch more than I'm making today, here's a link for a video you can watch. I love making variants, but this is definitely the pattern I want to make today. Let's sew. Now, here's a quilt top I will not be able to extend because I used up all of the red fabric for this. I have had it for a while now, but I'm still sad to use it. I'm finding I'm very attached to my fabrics, particularly the ones I like. I realized the other day that the oldest fabric I have on my stash is over 10 years old. That's crazy. And I was wondering, what's the oldest fabric you own? Do you know? I don't think it makes a lot of sense to hoard them, but here we are. Now, the good thing about making these small pieces that show off the pattern instead of a bigger quilt top is that when you make your own quilt following this pattern, you actually get to be surprised by what it looks like. You know, like in a full-on queen-sized quilt. In a way, it makes it your own quilt instead of just being a repetition of mine, and I think that just makes it extra special. This is actually something I realized in a Patreon and YouTube membership video I did recently. Did you watch that one? I made a square and a square, the traditional version, and I recorded the whole video sort of live. No script, no pointers, just a chat while I made the quilt pattern. I loved it. And if you haven't checked it out, I am leaving the link in the description so you can see what we're doing over there. I am loving the look of this quilt and I cannot wait to show you what it looks like. This may just be one of my top 3 favorite quilts of all time. I haven't said this in a while because, as you kept pointing out, I'm always saying that. The thing is, I really mean it. I think I just get so excited with this quilt I'm making that I love it. And then I make the other one and oh, I love that one too. And it just, you know, I'm always excited. I'm a toddler really, what can I say? And this is it, our pretty, awesome, easy Hidden Wells quilt pattern done in no time. How fun was this? I had a blast, I hope you did too, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!